Over the last few years, the number of incidents of violence reported by teachers, administrators, and other school employees has been steadily increasing. In response, the Department of Education has implemented a Safe Schools program. The purpose of the program is to give schools the authority and the support they need to provide a safe, disciplined environment that's conducive to learning. Without safety and discipline, students can't do their best. The department's offered grants for violence prevention programs, and we've created alternative schools for students who are chronically disruptive or violent. We're also revising our state regulations so that teachers and principals can act quickly when students are being jeopardized by violence or disruption. One of your responsibilities as school employees is to report any incidents of violence, vandalism, or substance abuse that you see or in which you're involved. These reports help your district, and they help us too to better understand the nature and magnitude of the problem. They also help us to find better solutions by identifying places where violence and other forms of disruption are being kept to a minimum. Of course, to be helpful, your reports must be accurate. Policymakers and citizens are given a misleading impression if serious incidents go unreported, and it's equally misleading to report minor occurrences as though they were serious incidents. The following program is intended to clarify the types of incidents that should be reported and those that shouldn't be. We hope that it helps you provide the kind of information that we need to make sound policy decisions so that we can provide all children a safe, disciplined school environment.
I heard what you said about me.
Oh, really? From who?
It doesn't matter. You just better watch what you say.
Ooh. Well, I didn't say anything about you that everybody doesn't already know anyway. You're just trying to get between Kevin and me. I heard you were all over him at the game.
If that's what your little friends tell you. I can't help it if Kevin likes hanging around with me. Why don't you just butt out?
Don't tell me what to do. And just keep your dirty hands off of my boyfriend.
Well, you don't own him.
Yes, I do.
You
What's the matter with you? I can get your own boyfriend. I have to leave
Hey,
him.
ladies, break out. Where do you think you are?
Think she hurt my arm.
We shouldn't have been fighting in the first place. Lisa, I want you to go to the office right now. Denise, go to the nurse and then meet me in the principal's office. I will see you both right there. Move it. Let's go, ladies. Another fight. Just what we need. Well, I'm going to have to fill out the reports on this later because I got classes all morning.
As the level of violence has risen in our society, acts of violence and disruptive behaviors have also risen in our schools. While incidents of vandalism and substance abuse have changed little over the past several years, levels of violence have continued to increase. According to school district reports, the number of fights has increased dramatically, and incidents involving weapons have nearly tripled since 1989, resulting in a serious violence problem. This environment has made your busy jobs as teachers and school personnel even more challenging. Under the Public School Safety Law of 1982, school staff members that observe or have direct knowledge of an act of violence have the responsibility to file a report of the incident with the school principal, who, in turn, must forward a copy to the district superintendent. As the need for better data on violence and vandalism in New Jersey schools has grown, report forms and definitions have been changed to make your job of reporting incidents easier. The incident reporting form that schools used in the past has been improved, deleting items that were no longer required. The new form now includes a separate category for weapons, bias, and when staff members are victims. These changes were made with input from school district and county office staff and representatives of state associations. Feedback from district superintendents was also useful in developing the final version. Along with the new form, you'll find revised definitions of incidents, which can help you when you're completing the form. These definitions serve as a reporting standard for the local district. While they've been carefully worded, your good judgment is still required about when to report an event as an incident and also how to classify an incident on the form. let's review some examples of reporting incidents that may require your judgment.
What's the difference between a fight and a scuffle?
It's only a scuffle and therefore not reported as a fight when the confrontation ends before anyone is harmed.
Do I have to do an incident report if I've discovered a student with drugs?
When a student is found to have possession of any controlled substance, the form must be completed and the incident must be reported to the local police.
Do I report thefts of personal objects or only district property?
Taking of the district's or a person's belongings or properties without consent constitutes theft and must be reported.
I saw two boys of different races fighting over a girl they were both dating. Is this a biased incident?
If the motive for the act is racial, religious, ethnic, or sexually oriented, this may be a bias incident.
Yo, Roberto, man, you're killing me. I'm not asking you again.
I told you I'll have it tomorrow, honest.
You said the same thing last week. I ain't waiting no more. I want my money.
Well, I'm working on it, but I don't have it all yet.
What do you have? How come you could buy lunch every day? You ain't got no money. Give me your wallet.
No, I don't have the money on me. I told you, look.
I don't believe you. Give me it. Let me
Look,
see.
would you give me my wallet?
No money.
Knock that off. That's not a place for the dispute like this. Stop.
Look what you did. You wrecked my wallet.
Let's go
man,
in
I'm giving you no more time.
Let's go in the vice principal's
money,
office. We'll
man.
solve it inside.
I told you couldn't get it. You just can wait. Can't you wait?
Okay, gentlemen, line in the office, please. Go have a seat down the other end.
Wait a minute, Bob. Don't forget to fill out this incident report form.
Thank you. I'll take care of it right away.
Okay, thanks.
Use the revised Vandalism, Violence, and Substance Abuse Incident Report form. When you fill out the form, check the categories that apply to the specific type of incident or incidents that occurred.
According to these definitions, it was neither a fight nor an assault. It was really a robbery.
You may need to check more than one category on the form. Also, check if this was a bias incident or if the victim was a member of school staff. While it's not mandatory, writing a description of the incident may also be helpful as a record for later use by school officials. If the offender is known, the administrator will later complete the action or actions taken section of the form and enter the estimated cost of vandalism if necessary. Finally, sign the form with your title and the date, and then give it to your school administrator. He or she will complete it and forward a copy of the form to the school superintendent. At the end of the year, the district sends its annual report of all incidents to the county office. A county summary goes to the New Jersey Department of Education, which sends a yearly report to the state legislature. These data are also submitted to the U.S. Department of Education to meet the requirements of the Safe and Drug-Free Schools and Communities Act of 1994. Now that you've reviewed the new form and how to complete it, let's discuss some of the most commonly asked reporting questions.
When is a fight a fight?
As we said before, when students mutually confront each other with the intent of physical harm, it's considered a fight.
Should a wastebasket fire be reported?
A wastebasket fire should be reported if it seems to be an act of vandalism rather than an accident.
How should look-alike firearms be reported?
A look-alike firearm should be reported under possession of other weapons, not firearms. But remember, weapons possessions anywhere on school property must be reported.
Is sexual harassment included in the violence category under sexual offenses?
Sexual harassment is not included in this reporting system. However, it should be reported locally according to your school district's policy.
What does the cost of vandalism include?
Only the cost of vandalism charged to the school district should be reported by the school administrator. An incident involving an individual's property would be reported, but not their associated costs.
Should incidents involving non-students be reported?
Incidents involving non-students on school property should be reported. It's important for all school staff to be familiar with the revised vandalism, violence, and substance abuse incident report form and to understand that your judgment is necessary when reporting incidents. It's also important that you complete the new incident report forms as accurately as possible. This will assist New Jersey school districts, local boards of education, and state officials to monitor violence, vandalism, and substance abuse in New Jersey schools. Using a careful analysis of the data from your reports will help to guide school district policy and program responses. Ultimately, this will help provide a safe learning environment for all of New Jersey's students. Thank you for your cooperation.